The idea of a world government being established has existed for over 3 millennia. Ancient Egyptian pharaohs often expressed to rule all that the sun encircled, while Renaissance poet Dante claimed that global peace could only be established through a government to govern all, referring to Pax Romana as a precursor to a wider movement of global unity. With nuclear-armed superpowers such as China and Russia jockeying for power and global tensions on the rise, the threat of a possible large-scale war is rising. So, does the key to peace lie in the hands of a world government? Or would an institution on that scale be too powerful for its own good? The year is 1949. The UN is a mere 4 years old, and the world is still recovering from the Second World War. In the US House of Representatives, the Foreign Committee is holding hearings on House Concurrent Resolution 64. Its title: To Seek Development of the United Nations into a World Federation. It stated that it should be a fundamental objective of the foreign policy of the US to support and strengthen the UN, and to seek its development into a world federation, open to all nations with defined and limited powers, adequate to preserve peace and prevent aggression through the enactment, interpretation, and enforcement of world law. The document was initially praised, garnering support from over 50 senators, including JFK and future Vice President Hubert Humphrey. But amidst the tension of the Cold War and America's intolerance of communism, it quickly slipped between the cracks and was lost in the midst of the Congressional Library. Would it be more successful if it were released in the 21st century? The possibility of global government without global unity is impossible. If government doesn't maintain control and harmony between its states, or in this case the nations of the world, it will surely fall apart. With nationalism growing worldwide, the task of unifying the world has become harder than ever before. Many believe that in an effort to maintain peace and order, governments will resort to Orwellian tactics, such as constant surveillance, the suppression of freedom of speech, and social credit systems. Nations worldwide have already begun doing this. London currently has over 500,000 CCTV cameras in use, while China is implementing systems to restrict government critics from accessing public services. If systems like these were to be implemented by a global government, war would likely be averted, but it would be a steep price to pay for peace.